Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to do a Natasha Denona foundation review. Now I tried this foundation on in a previous video, but I had so many people asking me about the foundation and I've had a really great time to try it, so I know how it wears. It's not a first impression, it's really just a review. I can tell you my final thoughts on it and tell you how it does wear, how it holds up throughout the day, and the best way that I have found to apply it. So I thought now was a good time to do a really quick review on it. Now the foundation is called Foundation X and it was sent to me, so I do have this little card that they sent. It is 1.01 fluid ounce, comes in a package just like this. It's cruelty-free, paraben-free, and it retails for $45. It's sold at Sephora, Beautylish, and Beauty Bay, and NatashaDenona.com, as well as some select Sephora stores. It will be in store. Now the claims of this foundation, it says that the long-time vision has finally become a reality with Foundation X. It's a long-lasting, full coverage foundation that doesn't look too thick, dry, or cakey on the skin. Due to its high levels of elasticity, this foundation doesn't set into fine lines and gives a semi-matte to radiant finish, which I do agree. It says that it has real fruit extracts inside, detoxification properties to promote skin longevity, rich antioxidants, special ingredients that help the T-zone area to absorb excess oils on the skin. So I guess this is good for both dry and oily skin. Anti-aging formula strengthens collagen. Supposed to have light reflecting particles that minimize the appearance of fine lines. Super comfortable, lightweight, with no tacky feeling, long lasting, water and sweat resistant, which is important, especially coming into the summer months. Doesn't transfer, suitable for all skin types, which is also important and really nice in a foundation. Prevents age spots, promotes skin restoration, and doesn't clog pores. Now it looks like there are 11 shades. I have 3 different shades for you. This is number 20, which is light beige, which is the medium shade, which is probably the shade that I'm going to use. I am self-tanned a little bit right now, but even when I wasn't self-tanning, this shade was really great. I think I might mix in a little bit of 30, which is called light medium. So this is the middle one right here, number 20. And then this is the lightest shade, and this is in neutral fair, and this is number 10. So these are the shades that I have. Now, like I said, I'm going to go between this one and this one because I am the 20 and 30 because I am self-tanned a little bit right now. So I figured if I go between those 2 shades. Now, I have found that the best way to apply this, because it is a little bit thicker of a foundation, that the best way to apply it is with a beauty blender. I applied it with a brush. I used the Smith foundation brush to apply it, and I found that it did show like sort of streak marks in it because, like I said, it's a thicker foundation. A little bit goes a long way. This is the type of foundation that you could also apply with like maybe add like a little drop of beauty oil, or this is a great foundation to kind of mix in a backlight, the Becca backlight primer or something like that, because it does have that matte radiant finish. So adding a little bit more of something to kind of mix in with it, since it is so full coverage, super pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way, it makes it a great foundation for mixing. However, for this particular video, I'm just going to show you just the plain foundation, but I did learn the hard way when I first applied this that a little bit goes a long way, and you don't need that much, but also using the beauty blender is just so much better to kind of spread out the product and get a little bit more of a natural finish look that doesn't look cakey, because I feel like it kind of just presses it into the skin really well. And like I said, it's a thicker foundation, so when I use the brush, I did have to kind of dab over it with a beauty blender sponge just to kind of get it to like lay right on my face. Now this is full coverage. It looks great on the skin. It gives you a flawless look. If you're looking for a full coverage foundation, if you're a full coverage girl, I am, I think you'll really like this. I don't find that it breaks up on my skin at all. It definitely is sweat resistant. At the end of the day, I can wear this for 12 hours. At the end of the day, it still looks great. My bronzer is always in place. My blush is always in place. So it does hold up the claims of looking great throughout the day. Now, it doesn't like break down at all around my nose, which is like the typical place that I find that foundations break down around me first. Like that particular property that it has to control oil in the T-zone definitely works. I'm in Texas, so the weather is getting a little bit hot, like 80s and stuff, and so I'm outside. This foundation has held up beautifully, and like I said, it's such a pretty finish. It's so nice and full coverage, and if you're looking at $45, I think is a really great price because, like I said, again, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just going to start out by applying this to show you how it applies. I'm gonna add my makeup on top, and then you can see the finished look of how makeup looks on top of it and how really nice it makes your skin look. So it comes in this frosted glass bottle, and it has a pump right here. The only thing about this is a white pump. Like, I feel like I'm a messy person. Like, I feel like I'm messy with my products. So this could get dirty really quickly, but it is a nice pump. So I just want to show you the consistency of the foundation, but it kind of just stays put, as you can see. Like, it's a thicker, like, foundation. So I just did 2 pumps, and I just want to show you what 2 pumps will do so you can get an idea of the coverage and how it sort of spreads on the face. Now I'm just using a damp beauty blender to apply this product. I just usually dab some on the back of my hand. Now let me clip my hair up so that does not get in the way. Okay, so I'm just gonna do half of my face. As you can see, like, that was 1 dip into the foundation, and I still have like a significant amount left, and it spreads. Like, 2 pumps is really a lot, but you can see it. Like, maybe this is too light of a color right now because I'm self-tanning. So I still, like, I have some hyperpigmentation like up here at the top of my forehead, and it covers it beautifully. I would say this is very similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, not the full coverage one. It reminds me of just the regular Estee Lauder Double Wear. Very similar consistency to that and performs very similarly to that. So if that's your holy grail foundation, I think you'll really like this one as well. So that is the first layer of foundation. As you can see, it is really super full coverage. If I'm looking at it in the mirror, I honestly, it lays on the skin so beautifully. It's set already. It's like not tacky at all. So that's just 1 layer. And as you can see, I have so much foundation left. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side of the face. Okay, as you can see, 2 pumps is like full coverage on me. I did use all of the 2 pumps, and I just kind of covered really everything. You guys, this foundation just looks so good on the skin. It doesn't, like, for being super full coverage, you would worry that it would look cakey, and it really doesn't. It doesn't look cakey at all, and it honestly lays so nicely on the skin that it doesn't look like you're wearing foundation. I have been loving this foundation. I honestly cannot say enough good things about it. I think that this is something that a lot of people would love, especially because it has both those properties for dry skin as well as the oil control for the T-zone. So, oh, it's so nice. I'm gonna go in and apply some concealer and then some bronzer and other products so that you can see how they look on top of the skin and how a full face looks with this foundation, and then we'll wrap up the video from there. Okay, so this is how the foundation looks with bronzer and blush and highlighter on and just like a full finished look. It just looks super good for being as full coverage as it is, and I can't tell you guys enough how comfortable it feels on the face. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, and it definitely holds up throughout the day. As far as my review on this foundation, I give it 100%. I do think it's going to be one of my top and favorite most used foundations. It's really that good because it's one of those foundations that's dependable and full coverage. It's something that I would wear to events or stuff like that. Like, and I consider those types of foundations as like holy grail. Like I can depend on them to look good throughout the night and like hold up for me. So before I go, I wanted to swatch the 3 different shades that I have on my hand so that you could see the different colors. So here we have 10, 20, and 30. 10, 20, 30. Now this is a self-tanned hand, so just take that into consideration. So right now I'm like between these 2 shades, like I would mix these 2 shades, but you saw I just used this one and it still looked good. I could kind of like bronze up my skin. So I'm probably 20, and honestly I feel like I could get away with 20 even if I was sort of a little bit lighter than I am right now. This 10 feels very, very light to me. So now the shades have different undertones, so that fair neutral number 10 is suitable for all undertones, it says. The 20 says it's for a yellow undertone, so that's the middle shade. And then the 30 says it's for a orange undertone, a warm undertone. So just that. They also have a 42, which is a medium for yellow undertone, and then a dark for yellow olive. So they have the yellow, then they have the orange undertones, so the warm undertones, and then they have cool undertones. So, but these are the 3 shades that I have, and so if you are close to me, I would say either 20 or 10, but probably more so 20, honestly. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on the Natasha Denona Foundation X. It is available now in stores, and definitely think it gets the 2 thumbs up from me. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.